My name is Lauren Gardner, and I am with group number two, Cheryl, Colin, Logan, and Nichols. So, for discussion three, for question number one, Francis talked about some of the advantages for foreign companies when they sell in China, and some of them would be um, companies such as American, German, Italian, and Japanese have big advantages because they've been working on products for decades and they have a know-how about this product, and China seems to like to work with those international suppliers because of that know-how, because they understand the product so well, um, and that they can access that vast know-how in headquarters and in China in their teams. And then some of the challenges that Chinese companies face when working with foreign customers are obviously going to be cultural and language barriers, but then there's also costs and time as well. Um, some of the challenges foreign workers face working in China, he said the main one was basically transparency. He always wants to know what's happening, what's going in and out, and, you know, basic skills. And he said if you don't challenge, then you don't show your value. So I think he said it's important to challenge your teams and, just having trust in your company and your team. Um, some of the challenges foreign managers face when managing their own teams, he mentioned they struggle with not getting much detail back from their Chinese teams, and I think that has to do a lot with transparency. Um, and then, what is the key to building trust for both domestic and international team members? Um, like he said before, transparency and building trust are key, both for domestic and international team members. But he said when you get a team, look at the wisdom of the crowd, how they can influence each other and create value to each other, but also while they compete.
So one of the biggest challenges foreign workers face while working in China is the communication aspect of business. So building professional relationships and networks can be difficult due to culture and language barriers. Another challenge is the culture between two nations. In some conditions, during a Chinese situation, it is culturally appropriate to answer to yes. Understanding and respecting these differences is crucial for effective communication and collaboration. Being polite, trusting, and behaving as well as challenging the team around you is also very important while working there. And also, the challenge of intransparency and finding your place is a barrier for the foreign workers.
My name is Colin McGlinch. This is discussion three for B2B. First question, what are the advantages do foreign companies have when selling in China? They have a lot of experience already when selling to China. They kept on talking about a know-how. They have the know-how. They can access a very vast amount of information of know-how. Um, Second question, what challenges do Chinese companies face when working with foreign customers? So a big one, and kind of for both, it kind of answers both questions two and three, is there's big cultural differences. So one they were talking about was the work hours, and in China they work 6 days a week, and most other places it's 5 days with the weekend off. So I think that is a big uh, cultural difference. Another one that again, kind of answering both question two and three here, is transparency, and that there's a lack of it. So, in foreign countries, not China, uh, when you're trying to like to solve a problem, you want to know the you want to get to know the whole picture, like in order to do your job to the best of its ability. So they lack of that in China. They just expect you, do your job. You have all the information you need to do your job. You don't need to know anything else. So I guess that's one way to look at it. And that kind of falls into question four, where what are some of the challenges foreign managers face when managing their Chinese teams? And again, it's kind of that know-how again is trying to get the Chinese team to adjust to other companies' know-how. Um, and another one again is trying to get the team to show more transparency when working. So those are really big ones. And last question here is, what is the key to building trust for both domestic and international team members? What they were talking about, obviously clear communication is a big one. Cultural awareness, that's always got to be a top of mind when working with, foreign uh, companies. And obviously demonstrate reliabilities and that kind of, what you're doing, you get the job done. And, that's these three kind of show uh, how you can build trust within your team, especially international. So that's it.
This is my discussion number 3 responses. Advantages of foreign companies selling in China. Foreign companies often bring a wealth of experience, often backed by 10 plus years of training and development in their industries. This expertise allows them to deliver high quality, innovative products and services that stand out in the competitive Chinese market. Their established global brand reputation and advanced operational frameworks also provide a significant advantage. Additionally, these companies often benefit from Chinese consumer preferences for international brands perceived as symbols of quality and prestige. Challenges faced by Chinese companies with foreign customers. Chinese companies often struggle with cultural and linguistic differences, making it challenging to meet the expectations of foreign customers. These differences can affect communication and the interpretation of business norms. Chinese companies also face difficulties in aligning their fast-paced production models with the stringent quality standards and customization demands of foreign clients. Challenges for foreign workers in China. Foreign workers encounter cultural barriers, including differences in workplace etiquette and communication styles. Adapting to China's hierarchical corporate culture and understanding unspoken expectations can be difficult. Language barriers and navigating local laws, including visa policies, add to these challenges. Social integration into the local community can also be complex, leaving some workers feeling isolated. Challenges for foreign managers managing Chinese teams. Managing Chinese teams requires an understanding of cultural practices like mianzi, face, and respect for authority. Foreign managers might find it challenging to encourage open communication or direct feedback, as they are less common in traditional Chinese workplaces. Misalignment between Western management practices, which prioritize independence, and Chinese expectations for clear directives and a collective harmony, can also lead to these misunderstandings. Key to building trust among domestic and international teams. Trust is built by showing respect for cultural differences, maintaining consistent communication, and fostering inclusivity. Transparency and keeping commitments are crucial, as is demonstrating a genuine investment team in the members' success. For managers, understanding and valuing both individual and collective contributions can strengthen team bonds and collaboration.